Hi, my name is David Prentice. Along with my family, we're selling 3 beautiful lots on Lake Denbigh, a lake that is natural, beautiful, very peaceful, private, and most important, affordable. Lake Denbigh borders the town of Denbigh, Ontario. It's a small lake, but it's certainly large enough for water skiing, fishing, and all the outdoor activities that one would want in front of their cottage. Let me take you a little further and show you where the cottage lots are exactly. And I'll describe each of the lots and give you some videos so that you'll have a good impression of what we're offering. Lake Denbigh is situated alongside of Highway 41, about 30 kilometers north of Bon Echo Provincial Park. It really is quite a unique lake. Let me give you some very specific details. The lake is in the Land O'Lakes region, a region that describes itself as accessible wilderness, and that's exactly what Lake Denbigh is. It really is a getaway. It's very private, and it's very much in the country. This is not a Muskoka-type property or a Peterborough-type property. It's very unique. The property is situated 60 kilometers east of Bancroft, Ontario. And anyone knows Bancroft is a great center for vacationers. In addition, it's about 130 kilometers north of Belleville, Ontario. So it's at 41, right at 41 and 28. To give you a precise perspective of where the lots are, I've put an X, a red X, at the very south end of the lake. You'll see that point that jets out. That's where the 3 lots are located. What's nice about the location is that the lots are approximately 1.5 kilometers by road east of Highway 41, so there's no sounds or there's perfect tranquility. It's very quiet. The yellow line you see is the access road, which brings you into the property. Again, as I mentioned a moment ago, it's 1.5 kilometers from the highway. There are 3 other residents on the south end of the lake, so again, once again, very quiet, very private. When traveling north on 41, you'll see on your left the access road. It's numbered 22202. So it's very easy to find, and again, it's 1.5 kilometers in to where the lots are. If someone wanted to view the lots from boat, they would launch their boat at Bridge Street in Denbigh. There's a boat launch, a very easy boat launch, and come straight south on the lake, and the lots are marked from the water. This is an aerial view of lot number 1. It's the smallest of the 3 lots. It's 1.7 acres in size with about 222 foot of water frontage. There's 200 feet of road frontage, 384 feet on the west lot line, and 450 on the east lot line. What's unique about this, it's almost 2 football fields in size, so it's a very large lot, even though this is the smallest of the 3. And I think what's most appropriate is that it's under $250 per foot per lake frontage. Lot number 2 is larger. It's 2.2 acres in size, 200 feet of water frontage, 200 feet on the road, 420 on the west lot line, and 570 on the east lot line. And this actually prices out at under $285 per foot of lake frontage. Again, very good, affordable value. The final lot, lot number 3, is the largest of all. It's 2.5 acres in size, close to 2.5 football fields. Again, with 200 feet of water frontage, 200 on the road, 570 on the west lot line, and 552 on the east lot line. This prices out at under $300 a foot. Let me take you to the lake, and I'll give you a panoramic view. I'm going to start with the residence. This chap with the red truck, he's 2 down, and I'm panning the lake right here. You'll notice that there aren't any cottages on the east side of the lake. Right there's a couple of farms up by the town of Denbigh, and as you travel through, it's very uninhabited, so it gives it a very quiet, peaceful sense. There's not a lot of boats on the lake. The day I was out here, there was only 1 other boat, and as you come around, just as you heard that sound, there is where the 3 tall trees are. That's where the lots start. You can see the buoy floating there, and there's about the midpoint of the lot, and then there's the next door neighbor's lot. So it's the next door neighbor is very close to the lot line, and there's lot 1, there's lot 2, and then beside it there's lot 3 right down to the far buoy. So that's the picturesque area of the property. This gives a little better perspective. It's a still on lot 1, and you can again see that there's plenty of frontage, and there's again a lot of foliage, so it's a pretty lot. Let me take you a little closer. Yeah, this is in full bloom, the foliage with all the leaves on the trees. Those two boys, orange boys, are like about the measurements of lot number 1, and then beside it, of course, would be lot 2 at the point, and then lot 3 further down. Let me take you to the lot before the trees bloomed. And this was shot in the early spring, just after the snow went out. And I shot it basically to give a perspective on what the building lots could look like. You'll notice that there's a lot of flat land at the top of each of the lots, and they're well above the lake. There is a steep walk down to the frontage, but it is all accessible from all 3 lots. But you'll notice the flat ground. Anyone wanting to build a cottage with a great view over the lake would have an outstanding opportunity. You'll also notice the number of trees in this lot. The lot is very heavily treed. There's probably 30 to 40 80-foot pines between the 3 lots. And there's also a lot of cedar down by the water. So this gives you perspective. So I'm shooting down now across panoramic across the lots. The lot number 3 is the most heavily treed. And then again, if you put a cottage on, this would be an ideal spot right here, because it would take a few trees down, you'd overlook the lake, it'd be just gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. It's amazing once the foliage comes in how everything changes. I mentioned privacy. The day I was out shooting a lot of the pictures, there was only one boat on the lake, and it was this canoe, and we just happened to be there when the young chap pulled out probably a 2.5-pound pickerel. So it is private, and there is great fishing, and I've fished this lake. It's excellent. So let me give you more details. You know the dimensions of the lot. You know they're large. The price per square foot, I think, is really the important thing here. For under $250 per square foot of lake frontage, and there's nothing in the area that compares to it. I've checked, and I'll show you some examples in a few moments. And lot number 2 is under $285 per square foot, or per foot for linear foot of lake frontage. And again, that's tremendous value. And lot number 3, we've priced slightly higher, and that's only because of the hydro and telephone access right on the doorstep of the lot. But also it's a lot that has a very nice view, a tremendous view of the lake. So, you know, all 3 lots are in what I call a very affordable zone. Let me give you some comparables. Here are some comparable lots that I've taken off of the MLS listings and the local realtors listings. Malcolm Lake, cottage lot 363 by 371 at $371 per foot. Lake Mississauga, which is actually the lake I'm on, at a much higher price. Morrison Lake, 551 feet per foot linear, and a much smaller lot again. Cring Lake, $321 per foot, and again a smaller lot. Pennock Lake, $561 per foot, and a much smaller lot again. Elbow Lake, $579 per foot, a slope that's very similar right there to my property. You take a look at another one in Penn Lake, it's $436 per foot, and again a smaller lot. Rock Lake, $743 per foot for a 94-foot frontage, very small lot. If you take a look at Swagger Lake, which I know when I fish this lake, $470 per foot, and it's not as nice as Lake Denbigh. Cashawackamack, which is the lake right below where I am in Mississauga, very small lot, 94 feet, and it's over $1,200 a foot. One of the nice things that I think about the Denbigh Lake is the fact that there's very few residents on the lake. There's approximately about 20 residents on the lake. The lot, and I'm giving you a panoramic view here, is big enough for water skiing. It's certainly excellent for fishing, and it's quiet and peaceful, and that's what we like about this lake. Our intent when we bought it was to turn it over to our 3 sons, but they've expressed no interest in cottage life, and they'll inherit our cottage at some point. Right here I'm giving you a shot of the loading boat ramp, and very easy access to the lake. So this is a picture coming into the lot. That's at the very end on the left-hand side of the screen is the protected area by the Ministry of Natural Resources. The lot starts where that ball is, the orange ball, and it continues on past. That's probably part of lot 3. This is probably part of lot 2. It's hard to determine exactly. And then as we move down, that is probably part of lot 1. So where that dead tree is about where the end of the lot. I'm going up this weekend to try to find all the markers. There's a shot of the property that is built on, and it's 2 lots over. A nice gentleman there. Right next to lot 3, there is also a property built. It's a very nice log home, and I believe it's sold in the $200,000 area, 200 and change. This is a shot here of across the lake into the town. Town of Denbigh is a very quiet town. The Ministry of Natural Resources, they have a number of protected areas, which really adds to the whole value of the property, because there are all kinds of loons on the lake, and there's lots of wildlife in the area, lots of deer. Again, there's a shot across the lake. I'm in about the middle of the lake now, and that's a shot of loading boats off the boat ramp. Very easy access, whether it's by boat or by snowmobile. There's another shot of the property, and that's just about where it lies, the 3 lots. The building sites are up at the top of the hill, which is quite nice because you overlook the lake. And while there's steep frontage, it's all walkable. You can see the bare area to the right. That's the next door neighbor to lot number 1. And you can see that the frontage is, well, I'd say steep. I mean, I've walked it many, many times, and there's no requirement for stairs. There's so many healthy trees on this property. It's amazing. I mean, there's got to be 25 70-foot pines on the property, and a lot of cedar down by the water. Where that ball is where the next door neighbor's cottage is. You can just see this dock coming out. So the lots are at the end of the lake, and what I like about that is you get a beautiful panoramic view of the whole lake if you had a dock or a cottage. So it's a lot of opportunity, and we're pretty pleased to offer it. Thanks for your interest. My name is David Prentice. Here's a business number, home number, and cottage number. If you want any further information, you can simply email me or call me directly. Have a great weekend. Cottage life is fantastic.